Okay, good morning everyone. In the previous lecture, uh, we have ended Fourier transform and now we will start with the Laplace transform. So Laplace transform, let f of t be a function for all t greater than 0. The Laplace transform of f of t is given by integral 0 to infinity f of t e to the power minus st dt, and is denoted by capital F of s. As you can see, integration is with respect to t. There are two variables in this integral. One is t and other is s. Since the integration is with respect to t, the limits of the integration are in for t. So when you solve this integral, you will get a function of s. So that function of s is called the Laplace transform and it is denoted by capital F of s. You have to understand this notation very much, I mean, carefully. So capital F of s, which is Laplace transform of small f of t, and it is given by integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of t dt. Remember this carefully. One and only definition which will be used everywhere. Indirectly, not directly. So properties. The first and very important property, Laplace transform of f of t plus minus g of t. So what happens when you're taking Laplace transform of an addition or subtraction of two different functions? So if I take the Laplace transform of f of t plus g of t, I will use the definition and I will see what happens. So Laplace of f of t plus minus g of t is equal to, we know that the Laplace transform of a function is given by integral 0 to infinity. So this will be equal to integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus st, और जिसका Laplace transform लेना है वो that will be f of t plus minus g of t. And you will have dt over there. So now let's open the bracket. We know that the integration will separate over addition and subtraction. So it will be e to the power minus st f of t dt plus minus integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus st g of t dt. So if you look at the first integral, what it is, the first integration is nothing but the Laplace transform of the function f of t, and the second integration is nothing but the Laplace transform of the function g of t. which I can also write as capital F of x plus minus capital G of x. So the first property says that addition of two functions, Laplace transform of addition of two functions is nothing but the sum of Laplace transforms of the two functions. So Laplace transform separates over addition. The second property, Laplace transform of k into function f of t. Now again you can use the same property, I mean same definition of integration, and what we will observe is k can come outside the Laplace transform, k into L of f of t, that will be k into capital F of s. Okay, so two very basic things. One, the Laplace transform separates over addition and subtraction. Second, constant number k can come outside. When it is multiplied, it can come outside the Laplace operator. Next, third one, Laplace transform of 1. How do we do this? Laplace of 1, integration 0 to infinity 1 into e to the power minus st f of t. F of t is nothing but 1, sorry, so this won't be there. 1 into e to the power minus st. Now integration of e to the power minus st is e to the power minus s into t upon minus s, limits from 0 to infinity. If s is greater than 0, then e to the power minus st at infinity will become 0, minus, when you put the lower limit, e to the power 0 will become 1 upon minus s. So the answer is 1 by s. Remember this. The first and this is a Laplace transform of 1 is equal to 1 by s. So whenever required, we can use this definition directly into examples. You don't have to solve the integration. So remember this. Next, Laplace transform of the function e to the power at. So I will solve it here on the right hand side. Laplace transform of e to the power at, that will be integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus s into t, f of t is e to the power a into t dt. This will be integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus of s minus 8 times t dt. I will integrate this. The integration of e to the power at is e to the power at upon a, limits from 0 to infinity. When you put infinity, it will become 0, minus, when you put 0, this numerator will become 1 and denominator is 1 upon minus of s minus a.
S by E.
So if you solve this, that will be 1 upon s minus a. So Laplace of e to the power at is 1 upon s minus a. Look, we are making the list because you don't have to solve the integration every time. Whenever required, you directly use these formulas. So you remember it. Third one, Laplace of sine of at. Can anyone answer this?
A by S square plus A square.
Yes,
A by S square plus A square.
very good. So this is the same formula that I gave you while solving the Fourier transform examples. So what we will have here is the integration will be 0 to infinity e to the power minus st sine of at dt. So by our formulas, what we have is a upon s square plus a square. So Laplace transform sine of at is a upon s square plus a square. Laplace of cos of at will be s upon s square plus a square, again by the same formulas. Next, Laplace of t raised to n. Oh, sorry, not t raised to n. Let's do the hyperbolic first. Laplace of sine h of at is a upon s square minus a square. The Laplace of cos h of at is equal to s upon a square minus a square. I'm not going into the details of this proof, but in your bridge course, you may have seen that sine h of at will actually be equal to e to the power at minus e to the power minus at divided by 2. In that manner, you have to proceed using this definition. And then we have the second property, which is Laplace of e to the power at, and combining that, you will get this result. So I'm just giving you the hint so that you can use it later and you can get to the final solution. If you don't prove it, remember it so that whenever required, you can use it. Next property is Laplace of t raised to n. As your diploma student, you may not know this, but I have given you rough idea about the gamma function when I talked about the Fourier transform. So the Laplace transform of t raised to n. So what this will be? Integral 0 to infinity t raised to n e to the power minus st f of dt. Now, uh, what is gamma function? Gamma function, I'll just give you a brief introduction about it. Maybe you will see it in your bridge course. E to the power minus x raised to n dx. यहाँ पे भी ऐसा इंटीग्रेशन दिखेगा, इसका आंसर है gamma of n. Okay, so the definition is defined like this: the integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus x raised to n dx. Wherever this integration occurs, इस इंटीग्रेशन का आंसर है gamma of n. That's all you have to remember. Let's not go into the details of it. Okay, this is how gamma function is defined. It is not under root, it is gamma. देखो उसका जो notation है, it is like this: a horizontal and a vertical line. That's it. Gamma of n. So the Laplace transform of t raised to n is gamma of n plus 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. You just remember this, gamma of n plus 1. Even if you don't simplify, it is okay. Okay. And for simplification, I've given you two tools while talking about the Fourier transform. The two very important rules are, if you want to find gamma of any function, so gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n gamma n. Okay, this is one property, and the other property you will need is gamma of half is equal to under root pi. देखो अब सपोज मुझे gamma of 5 फाइंड करना है. 5 क्या है? 4 plus 1, so that will be 4 gamma of 4. Now gamma of 4 is nothing but gamma of 3 plus 1. Again 3 plus 1, I can write it down as 3 gamma 3. Now gamma of 3 I can write it down as gamma of 2 plus 1, which is 4 into 3 into 2 gamma 2, which I can write as 4 into 3 into 2 into gamma of 1 plus 1, and gamma of 1 is 1, so this becomes 4 factorial. Is everyone clear how did I found out gamma of 5 as 4 factorial? Now just for an idea, what I will do is I will find out gamma of 3 by 2. I will rub the top corner. I will find out gamma of 3 by 2. So if I want to find out gamma of 3 by 2, this will be equal to gamma of 1 plus 1 by 2. What is the formula? Gamma of n plus 1 is n gamma n. So 1 by 2 plus 1 will be 1 by 2 gamma of 1 by 2. But what is gamma of 1 by 2? 1 by 2 is root pi. So the answer of gamma of 3 by 2 is under root pi divided by 2. I need an answer. Is everyone clear about the gamma function now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So gamma of t raised to n is gamma of n plus 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. This much list is very important. I will rub the remaining part. Take a screenshot if you want. If you are writing it down, write down these formulas, because our complete chapter depend on this. If you don't know this, you won't understand anything else. Being diploma students, it may be possible that uh, it is very hard for you to pass M3. But if you want to pass M3, you must do the Laplace transform, because in this chapter you won't need a lot of integrations. So integration derivative is not needed. Everything depends on the formulas, how you use the formula and how you get the answer. So please take a screenshot of the formulas. If you're writing it down, write it down so that you don't have any problem solving examples. Fine. So I can go ahead now.
Sir, the M3 exam will be online, right? MCQ based.
It is not declared yet.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. It will completely depend on government guidelines. If the same condition continues, then it may be online. Even for online, you will have to work with the formulas. So please make sure that you have all the list of formulas with you. Next property, Laplace of small f of t is equal to capital F of s. Then Laplace of e to the power at into f of t is equal to what? So what I'm trying to understand, if e to the power at is multiplied to f of t, and f of t का Laplace transform I can find, which in this case I am assuming that suppose it is capital F of s. So I want to find Laplace of e to the power at into f of t. So Laplace of e to the power at into f of t will be given by integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus st e to the power at f of t dt. So integral 0 to infinity, minus sign common, what we will have s minus a times t f of t dt. So what I'm going to do is now I'll call this a p. S minus a is equal to p. Then what is happening? 0 to infinity e to the power minus pt f of t dt. What is this? Anyone? Anyone? What will be that integral? Can you identify that? Yes? Yes, can you identify that integral? What it is?
No, sir.
No?
E raised to min e raised
E
to
raised to 80.
s minus p by s minus p.
No. Yet it is not the integral, na? E to the power minus pt into f of t hai. So in what you are telling me is integration of e to the power minus pt dt. इसका इंटीग्रेशन e to the power minus pt by minus p आता है. But it is not that. E to the power minus pt into f of t है.
One by p.
Okay. Integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of t dt. What is this equal to? Taha? Taha Sheikh?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, what is this equal to? E to the power minus st f of t dt. Don't know.
Laplace of yt
Laplace
into
of
s. Yt into s.
Laplace of
ft.
Yt into s. St.
no.
ft
Laplace of
ft
f of t. So in that integration is Laplace of f of t. right? But what it is denoted by?
F of S.
Capital F of S. So 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of t is capital F of S. So what this will be? अगर ये इंटीग्रेशन कैपिटल F of S है तो ये
F of
इंटीग्रेशन
P.
this will
F
be
of
capital F of
S
P,
minus.
but capital F of P is capital F of S minus A. So what we have derived, Laplace of e to the power at f of t is equal to capital F of S minus A. So what do we mean by this? कैपिटल एफ ऑफ एस है, कैपिटल एफ ऑफ एस माइनस ए है, क्या रिलेशन हुआ दोनों के बीच में? What is the relation between two of them? Okay, relation we will observe later. So I will just take this some two to three examples for understanding this property. The first one, find the Laplace transform of e to the power at into say t raised to n. Second, Laplace of e to the power minus at into cos of 2t. Third, Laplace of e to the power at into e to the power 2t into sine h of 3t. So we need to find this for an example. The first one, if I want to find Laplace of e to the power at into t raised to n, how can we use the first one? Anyone? देखो 2 मार्क के लिए ऐसे ही एग्जाम्पल होंगे. ट्राई टू यूज इट. e to the power at into t raised to n. This is what you have to find out. What we know? We know that Laplace of t raised to n is equal to gamma of
And gamma n.
n plus 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. So Laplace of t raised to n is this. So Laplace of e to the power at into t raised to n will be equal to what? Yes, anyone, can you tell me? Laplace of t raised to n पता है, तो e raised to at into t raised to n क्या होगा?
1 by s minus a into gamma of n plus 1 upon s raised to n plus 1.
So what it is saying is, the formula says that तुम्हारा जो बचा हुआ पार्ट है e to the power at को छोड़ दो, जो बचा हुआ पार्ट है उसका जो लैपलास ट्रांसफॉर्म आएगा उसमें s के जगह पे s माइनस a करना है. That's it. The property says that if you want to find Laplace of e to the power at into a function f of t, what you simply do, you find the Laplace of f of t, and in that you replace s by s minus a. This is what the property means. So what I'm going to do, e to the power at I will keep aside. I found out Laplace of t raised to n. The answer for it is gamma of n plus 1 upon what s raised to n plus 1. And in this, what I have to do, I have to replace s by s minus a. So that will be equal to gamma of n plus 1 upon s minus a raised to n plus 1. Read it carefully. If you have any problem, you can ask. It's clear to everyone? So if it is clear, that's a very good news. So now what you can do is you can do the second one. Do the second one on your own. I will ask particularly, don't unmute and directly shout the answer. I will ask particularly to some students. So what we want to find out is e to the power minus 80 cos of 2t. Devendra Burde.
Yes, sir.
Dev- what is the answer? Shashwat left. Devendra, you don't know? Atharva Bobde.
Sir,
Can you answer this?
so it's my first lecture, so I'm not getting it.
Arad, we have started this chapter today itself. You should get it.
Okay, okay,
It has nothing to do with the previous lectures. Pranit,
okay.
Pranit, can you answer this?
Hello?
Yes.
No, sir, I'm unable to answer.
Okay. Shantanu?
Same, sir. I cannot get it.
You cannot get it. Anyway, Shaunak?
Sir, 2s minus 4s square.
Just a minute. S minus
4
4. This is e to the power 80. It is not 40. S minus
s minus
a
upon
upon
s square
s square
minus 4s plus
hmm,
2s square
plus 2
a square.
a square. Okay. Anything else? Yes, you have what you have got? Okay, anyway.
Sir,
Huh.
I got the below part. It's the same, but what is in the numerator, I didn't get it.
Okay.
Sir,
Means
do we have to replace a by 2?
why to replace a by 2? You
Sir,
go by your formula. Look, what I'm saying is I'm repeating the same thing once again. Now e to the power 80 वाला पार्ट है उसको अलग रख दो. E to the power जो कुछ भी है. Okay. You take the Laplace of remaining part which is cos of 2t. What this property says, जो remaining part का Laplace आ गया उसके बाद अगर e to the power 80 है तो उसमें s को रिप्लेस करो s minus a से. e to the power 80 into f of t में s को रिप्लेस कर रहे हो s minus a से. You have to look at this part, this formula. E to the power 80 you are replacing s by s minus a. E to the power minus 80 है, then s will be replaced by s plus a. Are you convinced with this step? Look at this formula, the first line on your screen. लाप्लास ऑफ e टू द पावर at f of t है, तो f of t के लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म में s is replaced by s minus a. That is what the property says. Now in this example, Laplace of e to the power minus at cos 2t find करना है. So cos 2t के Laplace transform में I am replacing s by s plus a. I hope this step is clear to everyone. Now Laplace of cos of 2t is nothing but s upon s square plus a square, but a here is 2 square. Now s is to be replaced by s plus a. So this is equal to s plus a upon s plus a square plus 2 square. So if we simplify this, it is s plus a upon a square plus 2as plus a square plus 4. This is our final answer. If you have any problem, you can ask. Nothing? If you are clear, solve the third one. I will give you 2 minutes and then we will talk.
Sir, it is sin h, no?
Yes, sin h of 3t.
So a upon s square plus 2as.
No. एक काम करो, e to the power 2t को अलग रखो. What is Laplace of sin h of 3t?
3 by s square minus 9.
3 by s square minus 9. Then e to the power 2t अगर है multiplied तो s को किससे replace करना है?
S minus 2.
That's it. That's the final solution. So Laplace
3.
of sin h of 3t. जो भी आंसर आएगा उसमें s को रिप्लेस करना है s minus 2 से. We know that Laplace of sin h of 3t is 3 upon s square minus 3 square. Then I will replace s by s minus 2. So the answer to this is 3 upon s minus 2
S square
square
minus 11.
minus 3 square is 9. So this is 3 upon s square minus 4s plus 4 minus 9 minus 5. Clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Next property. Okay, anyway, next property will start it in the next lecture. I have downloaded the attendance. Now the next property will start in the next lecture. you have any difficulties in this, you can ask, or else we'll stop. Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Thank you.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, regarding our assignment number 1,
Hmm.
as you have added us in your Google Classroom,
Yes.
I've watched that assignment number 1 has no questions at all. I mean, questions are not there.
Questions were not uploaded, na?
Okay,
That was live session. Questions were written on the screen, and you all solved it.
but sir, as a newcomer, I don't know the questions for the assignment.
Sure,
Okay.
I'll send it to them.
Okay. Who is it? Raj Bora, I guess. Is it Raj or someone else?
I am also new, sir.
Okay. How many of you have joined? I mean, newly. How many batches do your class has?
Total
4 batches.
are there, and around 18 to 19 are new students.
Okay.
Around
How many batches are there?
4 batches, sir.
4 batches.
Yes.
Who is the CR of your classes?
Sir, not yet
Is the
decided.
CR declared?
No, sir.
Yes. Okay. CR is not decided. Fine. So whoever have the question, you share it with others. And what is the total count, if anyone knows? What is the total count?
44.
Before the new one were added, it was around 44. But
Okay.
after the new ones added, I think it might be 58 or 60.
Okay. Fine.
Almost 60.
Okay. ठीक है. Please share those questions. Okay. With others also.
Thank you.
Fine. Yeah. Thank you.